Hello guys, it's Stephen here, back with another video. The day before the Champions League returns to the Etihad, Dinamo Zagreb rock up tomorrow in Manchester, and I'm going to preview that game a little bit today and also pontificate about the Champions League in general and how far we can go and all that usual stuff. But I want to first talk about my latest partnership, The Athletic. Yes, if you've not heard about them so far, you've been living under a rock. They are the new home of football writing with a team of world-class writers and the best coverage of Manchester City that you'll find anywhere online. The writers are absolutely excellent, including David Ornstein, Rafa Honigstein, Jack Pitbrook, Danny Taylor, Michael Cox, and our very own Sam Lee, absolutely nailing the Manchester City coverage. It's completely ad-free as well. No ads, no pop-ups, all that kind of stuff. And you can sign up for an exclusive 1 month kind of free trial and 50% off your annual subscription now at theathletic.co.uk/Esteemed Kompany. That works out about £2.50 a month, and it's a cracking deal. One that I actually got myself before I signed up as a partner with The Athletic, which is, I didn't realise I was going to be working with them a month later, but I don't regret it at all. I read it every single day when I'm commuting. Loads of world-class writing. Like this piece today that Sam wrote about Pep and Arteta and using that incredible new song, There's Nobody Better Than Pep and Arteta, they're the best pair of Spaniards we know. That's the title of the article, brilliantly named. It's about Arteta's influence on Manchester City, and there's loads of interesting insight about what goes on the training ground and all that kind of stuff. I would recommend it. So go sign up to The Athletic, the new home of football writing, by clicking the link in the description below and getting that incredible 50% introductory offer right now. But today, we're going to talk about the Champions League. Now, obviously, we started pretty well. We beat Shakhtar 3-0. But Dinamo Zagreb battered Atalanta 4-0, which is an incredibly impressive result. So we're going to talk about them a little bit. They are an unknown prospect to me personally, which I think is understandable. Most of us don't know loads about them. But we're going to talk about them a little bit and also talk about the team news. In terms of injuries, there's not much really. Kevin De Bruyne did miss training, but Pep also said no one's unavailable. So I'm wondering if that's just a precaution after an impact knock the weekend. Schneiderlin kicking him a little bit too aggressively. Either way, I don't think it's anything serious there. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think the injuries are the ones that we know about, including Stones, Asani, Laporte, and all that kind of stuff. So I think we've pretty much got a full squad there, so I wouldn't worry too much on that front. But it's going to be a very interesting game. Guardiola himself has been talking about the Champions League and the expectations on him. He said, I want to win the Champions League, but I'm not going to kill myself if I don't, which is obviously quite defiant and understandable. He talks as well about how Barcelona, the club in his heart, they didn't win their first one until 1992. And sometimes it takes you a few years, sometimes it takes you a little bit longer, which is of course true. Sometimes you can be the best team in Europe and still not win it. I'm not saying we are, but we're pretty much definitely better than some of the teams that got further us in the tournament last year. I'm looking at Spurs in particular, Ajax. We are better sides than them. I don't think it's a controversial opinion whatsoever. But, you know, they had a little bit of luck and we didn't really have it when we needed it, or we didn't quite get rub of the green, or one or two players had an uncharacteristic bad day. Sometimes these things happen. But on the competition itself, Pep said, this competition is nice too, and our fans have to live this competition as a dream. But the reality, that is the reality of our club. We have to accept it and seduce them to be there and realise how important it is. I think in the past, the old generation were not there. In Liverpool United, they're used to being there. Our club was at home or in bars for decades watching Liverpool United there. That is about the culture of the club. The only way to tell our fans to come and join us and support us is in the bad moments. These players are awesome, outrageous, so they deserve to feel that they want to win and make a step forward too. We need the fans. It's almost impossible without them. I think in general, Pep's probably been a little bit frustrated about maybe the fans' reaction towards the Champions League. I don't think he quite gets it, if we're being honest. Maybe it sounds like he's starting to get it, that maybe we don't have this attachment to it. We've always had this tempestuous relationship with UEFA in the competition, but maybe we just need that win to actually get there. And I do agree, we have to support it. We have to show that we value the competition if we can. I'm not saying fans have to turn up if they don't want to, or never tell people what to do, but it would be good, I guess, maybe if we could all be there behind it. And we're definitely going to try my best personally, because we do need to get behind it if we want to win it. I think that's just true. I think if we take it more seriously, the players will take it. At the same time, do what you want. I am not here to tell you how to support your club. It's just a good idea, I think. But you do you, and you be you, and that's all that matters really in general. Pep also talks a little bit about Taylor Howard-Bellis and Eric Garcia. He said about the youngsters, said they can play in the Champions League. They are here and they can play. They have the moment where we can use them. I have no doubts about that. He said about Taylor, so Taylor's quite good with the ball but likes to win duels and fights long balls. And Eric is so clever. His build-up and quality of the pass, what is going on, he is top. And I do agree with all that kind of stuff. They are very different players. He talked a little bit as well about Taylor Harwood-Bellis being spotted in the crowd, which I love that. He was in the away section with Luis Fiorini and Rome McDonald, two under-18s players, watching the game, singing Manchester City songs. And Pep said, when I was a teenager, I always went to watch the games. I didn't go in the crowd, but there was no songs at Barcelona, but it was nice. I like players that are committed here, like Phil. They have the connection with our fans. He's a 17-year-old, and I think he'll be a central defender for this club and in the Premier League. Hopefully he can work with the way he's working, because it's difficult to play in the Carabao Cup and then play in the academy. It's very true, but it's good to see he's got his eye on them. In terms of Dinamo, they're currently second in the league to Hajduk Split, 19 points in 20 games. They did absolutely batter the league last season, got like 29 victories out of 36 with 92 points. The team in second only had 67, so they walked the Croatian league last year. This season, they've not quite had it their way to second in the league like we are, but they still scored 15 goals in the last 4 games in all competitions, so they are a threat. And Amar Gojak in particular, a danger man with his goals. Pep also singled out Dani Olmi, who's an attacker, a bit of a winger, I think, a young Spanish lad. Pep said he was in the Barca Academy a long time ago, which means he has to have something special. Of course, he's a special talent. He had the courage to go to Croatia when he was young, and I'm happy for him and the result he's getting. So in general, they're a good team. They're a decent team with some good players, and Pep said as well, to play 5 at the back and score 4 goals against Antalya is not bad. They're aggressive with long balls to the strikers. They are so strong, we have to be careful. And it's true, really. They're going to be absolutely fearless. They're going to come to the Etihad. They're going to attack us. I don't think they'll sit back and defend at all. I think they'll have very much a whole attitude where, like, we will go for this. We will try and score goals, and that's going to be their approach, and it's totally and utterly understandable. And I think we have to play them at their own game, be committed and all that kind of stuff. Having said that, I still can see a few minor changes mainly. I think Ederson will play in goal. I think Joao Cancelo will play right back. I think you actually start this game. Then it'll be Fernandinho and Stones. Fernandinho and Otamendi. I just think we'll start them. We could see maybe Eric Garcia there, but I think it will be Fernandinho and Otamendi, which is, maybe we'll see one of them come off pretty early, but definitely Fernandinho, I think it's very much likely. And then I think we might see, Mendy. I think we might see Mendy get a start, which makes sense because these are a lesser team than the ones we usually play, if we're being totally honest. And this is the kind of game where he needs some minutes. I think might see Mendy. Angelino, maybe? No, I think it'll be Mendy, if we're being totally honest. I think we could see some changes in midfield. De Bruyne might sit this out if he's got a bit of a knock, or at least be on the bench maybe. If that happens, I would love to say it'd be Phil Foden. You know what? I'm going to say Phil Foden. I'm going to say Phil Foden alongside David Silva. That's likely going to be Gundogan. I reckon maybe we could see Rodri sit this one out. Maybe it could be Gundogan at number 6. But I will say Rodri. It's probably going to be Rodri, David Silva, Gundogan, if we're being honest. If De Bruyne might be fit and he might play. What I would expect, what I possibly could see is maybe Gundogan, David Silva, Phil Foden. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. In terms of out wide, I think Bernardo will start this one on the left. I think Gabriel Jesus will play again with Mahrez. I think he'll start because Pep's been very positive about Mahrez at the moment. And I think that'll be enough. Maybe we'll see a couple of changes, maybe not. I think we'll probably play a pretty strong team, though, in general. And I expect we will win this one and probably win it pretty comfortably in the end. They'll go at us. They'll probably score a goal. But we have to just keep winning. And can we win the Champions League? Yes, I think we can this year. Weirdly, even though we've got defensive problems, I think we can. Weirdly, last season, it was if we look at the things that probably cost us the game, it was a man who's currently injured. Like, we had a man in the first half at the Etihad against Spurs when he made 2 uncharacteristic big mistakes, and that's unlike Laporte. Laporte did that, and it was one of those things where you can't really kind of counter us for that. Like, what can you say? You can't predict Laporte having a bit of a man, giving the ball away sloppily twice. Sometimes that happens, but I still think we are possibly the best team in Europe at the moment. You look at around Europe, and Barcelona are struggling, Real Madrid are struggling. I think we can beat Liverpool if we get them in the Champions League. I think we can actually do that. I know we've got injuries, but I still think we can get there and beat most teams. And I've got a feeling, I've just got a bit of an instinct this year that we'll go further than we did last season. That's all I know. I feel like we will get to... I don't know, I've got a feeling we'll go a bit further this year. Maybe Rodri can be a man that helps us on the big occasion, all that kind of stuff. But we've got to believe it. We've got to support this team. I would honestly, this year, for the first time, probably take the Champions League over the Premier League. I always want the Premier League, but I would first time genuinely take that. It's going to be interesting anyway. Guys, let me know what you're feeling about this game. Let me know in the comments what your team would be for tomorrow, what you make of Dinamo Zagreb. Can we win the Champions League this year? And all that kind of stuff. Don't forget, go over to the link in the description, athletic.co.uk. betting.co.uk/Esteemed Company right now to get 50% off and a month's free trial. It's about £2.50 a month, it works out. It's the new home of football writing with a team of world-class writers and the best Man City coverage you'll find anywhere. It's absolutely excellent. Go and sign up right now. For now, though, I will see you very soon. Make sure to subscribe. Bye-bye.